What's going on, guys? This is Alex with ANSgear.com. Today we're going to be looking at the Ego SLS. It's a pretty rare gun. They only made a total of 350 of them. 200 of them to be distributed in the United States, and the other 150 to be distributed in the United Kingdom. First off, as you can see, it's going to come with the Ego 10 hard case. This is definitely going to be a little bit better than some of the other cases that other guns come out with nowadays. Definitely going to give you a lot more protection, not only in travel with shipping the gun, but just in general. Opening up the box, you get your standard Ego manual. You get an SL manual, which gives you all the features and how to install all the SL parts, as well as just your standard manual on a CD-ROM. You're also going to get your Plenty Crips pinstripe barrel plug. Pull the gun out here. We'll get to that in a minute. Okay, and you're also going to come standard with all your spare parts. So you're going to have spare O-rings, detents, screws, everything you need to keep your gun maintained. Your Eclipse gun oil, very important, as well as your Eclipse Allen keys. Do all your maintenance and tuning. It's also going to come with a 5-piece barrel kit, the SL barrel kit. As you can see, you're going to get 3 backs and 2 barrel fronts. You have a .685, a .689, and a .693 bore size, as well as a 14 and a 16-inch barrel front. The gun is only released as of now in a couple colors. You have this first color here is called Gilver. You also have a color called Swamp, Polar, and Thistle. They're all going to be color combinations like this. I don't believe that any of them thus far are going to be all one color, so they're all going to be pretty cool two-tone colors like this. One of the coolest features about the SLS this year is its ability to update the software. It's going to come with what's called an e-portal, which is going to come with your USB cable, just like that. And you're actually going to be able to plug that into your gun and then plug your gun, connect your gun to your computer. And if you ever have any updates with software or programming, or if you just want to program your gun on your computer rather than having to do it through the LCD screen on the back, that's completely possible. So gives you the advantage of any updates or anything like that, you're going to be available, have them available to you for free just by plugging your gun into your computer, and you're good to go. Another cool thing it comes with, the SLS is actually going to have 2 different valve assemblies. You're going to have a high pressure valve and a low pressure valve guide that actually come with the gun. The low pressure, so far as I remember correctly, is already installed in the gun, and it comes with the high pressure on the outside. This is going to allow you to fine-tune your gun to your personal needs, stuff like that. Everybody has how they want their gun to feel, and you're going to be able to actually tune your gun and customize it to however you want. The gun itself is going to come with the latest cure bolt. This is the Cure 3 Plus. But it also comes with some inserts. As you can see, they have one insert for silencing the bolt. They have another one to create different sounds, and then it also comes with your standard ramped insert inside the Cure. Along with that, you're also going to get just some spare pins and springs to help install the inserts in the Cure bolt. Another cool thing it comes with is a second trigger. So you can see it's more of a rake style trigger. Definitely trying to fit everybody's personal needs with the SLS. And lastly, we also have an RF chip that it's going to come with. So if you have a loader that's RF, that has RF capability, it's going to come with everything you need to adapt and connect your gun to your loader and work with that wirelessly. Some cool features on the gun. They obviously cut it down as much as they possibly could this year. They cut down the weight to under 2 pounds, so it's going to be the lightest Ego yet. It's also going to come with your standard clamping feed neck, so that's going to be able to fit any loader you want. It's also adjustable. Your oops on-off valve, and yes, that does bleed the rest of the air out of the regulator, so no need to worry about that. Speaking of the regulator, they also redid that this year as well. They created the new SL reg. It's supposed to be the most consistent reg to date that Eclipse has produced. But it's also going to be a little bit different than your other standard regulators. How it actually threads onto the gun, they actually reversed it. As you can see, This regulator actually has the female threads rather than the traditional male threads, and the regulator actually screwing into the gun. This time it actually screws onto the gun, giving it a little bit more rigidity and giving it a little bit more strength, because that's where a lot of your support and weight is going to be held onto the gun. On top of that, you're going to be, it's going to come with the latest ZIC RAM, so it's going to be definitely one of the most efficient guns out on the market. As well, it's going to have a lot less kick than normal, so they definitely slimmed down the gun, made it as light, as air efficient, and as the least amount of kick as possible for this gun. So a couple of standard maintenance things. I didn't know if you were checking this out earlier, but just a couple of things you need to do to basically just maintain your gun. First thing, you're going to have to oil the RAM. So to do that, you're going to pull the bolt out, just lift the pin up, slide it out. Just going to do Allen keys here. So you're just going to take an Allen key, just on the back RAM cap, just unscrew it. RAM cap pops out. And you have your ZIC-2 RAM. Now, as you can see, you just got a couple of O-rings on there. You're definitely going to want to use the oil that it comes with, just the standard Eclipse oil. Just put a drop of oil on each O-ring and you should be good to go. Obviously, you want to take a Q-tip, make sure inside the RAM housing is nice and clean. And it's pretty simple. Not too much maintenance on this gun. Screwing that back on. Just make that a little bit snug. Don't want to make it too tight. And that's pretty much all the standard maintenance you have to do to this gun. There really isn't too much. That's another really cool part about an Ego. It's unlike a spool valve where you have 10, 15 O-rings that you constantly have to make sure are looped correctly. You only have a couple to worry about for standard maintenance. Obviously, you're going to want to take the valve housing apart every once in a while and loop that up, as well as the reg. But besides that, it's fairly simple for standard maintenance. So here's a look at the 2010 Ego SLS, available at ansgear.com.